Okay. Okay. The trust in yourself will result in the ability to say no. Anti-narcs, like you and me, will experience the nice guy or nice girl era apart from their usual narcissists. All right? This era causes them to seek out relationships and opportunities which are not for them. Why? Why? Why am I saying this? Well, it's because those things are in our life, the relationships and opportunities, due to the lack of training to say no. And surprise, surprise, the world is actually filled with other narcissists than your usual narcissists. Meaning the ability to distinguish human beings, see patterns and behaviors are crucial in order to be a strong no-sayer. Which then again is very crucial in order to live the life which is the best for the best parts of you. Right. So, the ability, we all have the ability to say no, right? We all have the ability to say no. And we have the potential to be a no-sayer. This requires us to be able to see that other people might not be in our best interest, meaning other people might not be for the best for us, for the best parts of us. We are looking for people who are gonna be for the best parts of us, the best for the best parts of us, you know, for the best parts of the best people, the best for the best parts of us, right? And so we all have the ability to say no. Okay, we all have the potential. What we need is to train to say no, but we also have to remember that seeing, realizing, and separate ourselves, which is basically seeing another human being for what they are and not taking in what they are, is very, very important. Obviously, to be able to say no. Like, you cannot say no if you think the other person, that you owe the other person something, right? You cannot say no if you really feel and think that you owe another person that you owe them to be a nice guy or a nice girl, you know. Then you cannot say no, right? So you have to be able to see what the other person really is like, you know. You have to really separate yourself from the dynamic that you know is not healthy for you, to be able to see that person for what they really are, what they really is, you know. How can you say no to someone in your life right now if you cannot separate yourself from them? You have to be able to step back and see them for what they are, right? Because right now, maybe you don't have trust in yourself at all. To be able to gain trust again in yourself, because you have the ability to trust yourself. That's an ability you have. You have the potential to trust yourself. To be able to step into that, trusting yourself, you have to step back from that relationship that you are now questioning if it's good for you. You have to be able to separate yourself from it. You know, so you are not filled with like guilt, like I owe them. I owe them something. I owe them this and that. Full of guilt, you know? You want to separate yourself so you're not feeling that. You are standing strong in yourself, right? So the ability to say, the no saying, we all have the ability to say no, and the actual action of saying no comes from that you see people for what they are, right? How do you see people for what they are? You step back, you separate from them, right? You separate from them. When you separate from them, you can see what they are. You can see what they are. You see that I'm an individual. I have the possibility to live my best life for the best parts of me, completely, to have an amazing experience of being an individual, of being me in this world. You cannot do that if you are not separated from that person or that environment or that group of people. You cannot see yourself clearly. So you have to step back to be able to see your relationship with someone else clearly. The group, the person, or yeah, whatever it is, the environment. So that's what this video was gonna be about, and is about. We all have the ability to say no. In order for us to train, like to say no from day to day, you know, to just build up that really strong no saying. It's not even like you need to build it up. It's just to touch it once and you see it. How do you see it? You separate yourself from people to see them clearly, you know? And not to mention that you see yourself clearly, right? You see yourself that, oh, I don't need to carry this guilt. I don't need to carry that I owe somebody something. I don't need to carry that, you know? I don't need to carry that, you know? This is so important for people that have been, you know, being a nice guy or nice girl, being like someone who just, oh, he never says no, or she never says no, oh, she's always so nice, she's always so, you know, she's never a problem, or a problem, or this guy, he's never a problem, he's never a trouble for us or for me. You know what I mean? So to be able to step out of that guilt, to that, oh, I owe somebody, yes, I owe somebody to always be nicer, to always to run things smoothly, or whatever you think, you gaslight yourself into thinking. You have to step out of the person, the group, the relationship, the environment, to be able to see what that person really is, and that group and that environment, and what you really are. Right?